Qala Allahayna Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Hamashiach Wa Malaki Bashim Harawat Kakorash Barakathum Tawara Baba Wa Kwam Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily, and to the men out there teaching the light-wise doctrine and say Shalom. Today we're going to get into a video where this guy, he's basically calling out the fact that Trump, Time Magazine awarded him Person of the Year, since you can't use the terms man or woman no more in the United States, because you got goofies in charge, Edomites. But Time Magazine, they went an extra step, and they did a 2,300 word fact check during after Trump's interview with Time Magazine. And they called out all his lies he said during the interview. No surprise to us. I'm sure it's a surprise to some of you Trumpalites out there that this man is a born liar. I'm surprised y'all didn't learn that his first term. I guess y'all got to get it this time then. Because this the thing right here. Edomites, they have a history of putting other Edomites in job positions that they are not qualified for. And then they ignore their fuck-ups, pretend it didn't happen, Now, I don't understand why Edomites have this mentality. It's a very suicidal mentality to have, but the Lord put it on y'all spirit to be in this spirit in these times so that Trump can destroy y'all, basically. Now, as great as the Edomites claim they are, you're going to let one man's ego destroy your whole kingdom and pride. That's not supreme at all. So I don't see how are you so supreme, how are you so superior if you're going to allow one man's pride and ego destroy your whole kingdom that you stole. But let's get into the video. Salakia, nose keep running. All right. Now, the name of this video is Time Magazine forced to issue 2,300 word fact check of disastrous Trump interview. Now, let's read this right here. Donald Trump made so many false statements during his interview with Time Magazine upon winning Person of the Year that the magazine was forced to publish a 2,300 word fact check of the claims he made. Most of them revolved around medical claims that Trump made with regards to what he and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. will be looking into when he becomes president again. Now, my thing is this. Why would you elect this man as Person of the Year when he's a fucking liar? I never understand Edomite thinking at all. How is he so great he got to be the Person of the Year when he told lie after lie after lie after lie? What Edomites? Let's get it, man. Unfit to rule.
Donald Trump is still doing his victory lap out there, bragging about being Time Magazine's Person of the Year. He went out there on Thursday, as I discussed over the weekend, and bragged about the fact that the media is much tamer. They're falling in line. They seem to like him a little more. But you know what he's not talking about? The thing that Donald Trump, and of course all of conservative media out there, has completely glossed over is the fact that right next to that Time Magazine interview that they published with Donald Trump, where he said all these crazy things about vaccines and immigration and deportations, and of course admitted that he's not going to bring prices down for everybody like he had promised, right next to that, they also published a 2,300 plus word fact check of all of the lies that Trump told during that interview. And I always say credit where credit is due. You may be annoyed that Time Magazine picked him as Person of the Year. Honestly, I don't care. They made Mussolini Person of the Year. They don't pick somebody because they like them. They pick them. They're the most newsworthy. It happens. But credit them for side by side, right after that interview, they published a 2,300 word fact check so that their readers would understand that this guy just lied his ass off.
So why even publish the interview if you know he lied his ass off? See, Psalm 73:5, they're not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Now, if anybody else would have did an interview and got caught lying, they'd probably be facing jail time right now. But Job chapter 9, verse 24, the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, not where, who is he? Now let's get Psalms chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. You see? This is a wicked kingdom, so lies are overlooked by the wicked. Esau, he done got him fell into this habit of turning the laws on and off. So if you're not an Edomite, you better not lie, because they're going to turn on the laws. If you're an Edomite, you can lie all day. They'll just turn the laws off. They have a history of doing this. So you can't say I'm just making this up. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 12, if a ruler hearkens to lies, all his servants are wicked. So in order for Trump to repeat lies, he had to hear lies. And everybody in his cabinet is wicked. You know why? Because an honest man is a threat in the wicked kingdom. A man like Trump is not going to have an honest person working for him because he's afraid that the honest person going to rat him out. So he needs other wicked people to be in league with his wickedness. That's the only thing that makes wicked people comfortable. They have to have people around them that are also wicked. And there's a scripture on that. Let me get it. This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 27. An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. So now he ain't gonna have no honest person around him. He need wicked people to help forward his wickedness. Let's go. Well, let me get one more. Two more. Sirach chapter 10, verse 2. Actually, we can start at verse 1. Let me grab it in the apocrypha real quick. I had it wrote down, but I got it right here. We're going to chapter 10. Yeah, we can start at verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. This is not that, obviously. Verse 2, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So let me break this down. As the judge of the people is himself, so are all his officers. So if you got a wicked ass ruler, you're going to have wicked ass officers under him. Elon Musk, Bill Gates, and all these other lying-ass politicians, Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton, the list goes on and on. These people got caught countless times doing fuck shit, but they ain't in jail yet. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such all they that dwell therein. You got a dumbass president, you're going to have dumbass citizens. And I always told y'all, Esau's not smart. Y'all just stupid. Because y'all gonna let one man's ego, one man's pride destroy the kingdom that you stole. And you're about to go into captivity, especially if you're Edomite, if you survive the nuclear lake of fire. Verse 3, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Yeah, unwise king destroyeth his people. Tariffs. On purposely trying to start wars and shit and lying about everything. That's not wise. So I'm trying to see where white supremacy kicks in at, because none of this shit that you people do is supreme at all. But I can tell you what it is. It's base man behavior. And that's what Esau is. Let me get it. Job chapter 30, verse 8. They were children of fools. Yeah, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. This is base man behavior. This is not supreme behavior. This is not behavior of the supreme. Let's go. Still lying like he was a child, like he's still in third, fourth grade. We got our asses beat when we was kids for lying. Not the Edomite. They come out the womb as born liars. I just read it. Let's go.
And I'll get into some of the lies in just a moment, the fact check of them at least. But I have to point out again that Trump's not mentioning that. Honest to God, I don't even think that Donald Trump, like when he had the magazine, flipped past his own interview.
That pride didn't let him. He's still basking in his own shine. You know what I'm saying? That dude too proud to, and he has all the qualifications and characteristics needed to destroy this kingdom. Let's go.
He may not even know, or at least may not have known in the beginning, that they did the fact check. You know, you're not hearing Fox News talk about it. They're just talking about, oh, look what they did. It's so freaking great. But no, they called his ass out immediately after that other article, the interview ended.
Now, when Trump does find out, if he, I don't know if he knows about it or not, but I would not be surprised if Trump try to sue Time Magazine for calling his ass out. That's how petty and childish this man is. He is a man-child if I ever seen one. And he's always the victim of something, but always doing some crooked backdoor shit. Let's go.
So here are some of the things. In addition to undercutting Trump's claims about the number of undocumented immigrants currently in the United States, Time questioned his assertion that he fixed the border crisis after he was elected in 2016, writing, quote, apprehension numbers at the border provide another metric to assess the claim, but there's disagreement over whether an effective border strategy should translate to a higher apprehension rate or a lower one. The spike in migrants seen early in Biden's term began in the spring of 2020 during Trump's final year, according to PolitiFact.
A lying-ass word salad. That's what Edomites specialize in. Try to hide their wickedness with a bunch of big-ass words. We can read right through that bullshit. Word salads and all. It's not going to get you off. You still going into captivity.
In other words, they're like, hey, yeah, there was a spike, but the spike actually began while Trump was president. So you can't blame it on Biden, and you can't say you did a good job because...
Exactly, because this border shit started his first term. But he patting himself on the back for fixing it. No, you set the shit off.
Actually started under you.
Exactly.
Another one was his discussion of vaccines. Trump said, the autism rate is at a level that nobody ever believed possible. If you look at things that are happening, there's something causing it.
The jab causing it, like it's causing everything else. But they'll never say that. Why? Because that's the right thing to do. Edom ain't built for reality and truth. That's not how he gets down. That's why his kingdom is destined to come to an end.
Which I addressed that fully in a segment this past weekend, but here is Time's fact check of it. The false claim that there's a link between vaccines and autism traces back to a retracted study from the 90s. Even though that study has been widely debunked and refuted, and modern studies continue to consistently show that shots are safe, the idea that vaccines...
See, they just said the shots were safe. Another lie.
...are linked to autism persists without evidence among some vaccine skeptics. Times report also addressed...
You know who the real jab skeptics are? the 10 million plus who died from it. How you gonna change their minds that that bullshit was safe? Oh, you can't. They're dead.
Trump's remark that a very high percentage of transgender people who transition later express regret and ask in the president-elect's word, "Who did this to me?" In response, Time cited a review of studies showing that less than 1% of people who transition later express regret about the decision, as well as a single study that found that only 4% of transgender youth who receive gender-affirming care say that they feel regret. And that's just 3 examples. This thing went on for 2,300 words, folks. They called him out like they should. So
if this man lying his ass off and he ain't even clocked in yet, what do y'all think the government has in store for y'all for the next 4 years? You think Trump gonna get all this lying out his system before he's inaugurated? No, he's not. He's warming up. And y'all gonna let him. Because, like I said, this is one of the main reasons why Trump is going to destroy this country. Because everything this man does and everything this man says will go unchecked. And a lot of y'all trying y'all best to forget the fact that this man is a 34 count felon. Oh, I'm sorry. He got it down to 30 now. So yeah, that looks very nice on the resume. But y'all dumbasses voted for him anyway, didn't you? So like that other politician said, I forget his name, don't start crying because you got what you asked for. You asked for a dumbass to lead you to destruction. That's exactly what you got.
Maybe not all the media is falling in line with Trump. Maybe they're still willing to do these fact checks. The problem, of course, is that it's not being widely reported. The fact check should have been the headlines, right? It should have been Trump lies his ass off during Time magazine interview. It shouldn't have been the afterthought. It should have been what media outlets across the country were reporting on when they announced that Time picked him to be Person of the Year.
Not gonna happen. It's the right thing to do. Esau don't get down with truth and reality. He ain't fucking with that. No. That's why he's able for nothing to happen. That's why nothing happens to him after he gets caught lying. Now, if you are a person of any nation other than Edomites, I highly suggest that you people start expecting these people to lie because this is all they do, especially the politicians. Expect it. Know every time they open their mouth, they lying, and you'll be better off. It's not the Edomite way to tell the truth. Are you kidding me? Sirach chapter 12, verse 10, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. They can't stop. It's in them. The Lord programmed them to be habitual liars and not lose sleep behind it. So you take your dumb ass down there trusting these people you want to. You're going to get exactly what you've been asking for as well.
Show the lies, media. Time had the courage to do it. You need to have the courage as well. Thanks for watching.
Not going to happen. Because the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. So let's get into some more scriptures. Sirach chapter 14, verse 17. And if he do it good, he do it unwillingly. And at the last, he would declare his wickedness. Always getting caught lying or doing something stupid and lying about that. These are grown-ass children. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Let Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Exactly. Expect this man to lie. Don't be surprised. Don't be shocked. What you shocked about? Everything he's ever said was a lie. Now you choosing to be shocked and disappointed and all this other bullshit. For those out there still getting shocked and disappointed at Edomites lying, all that tells me that you have not been paying attention. And you're probably gonna be destroyed with them because you trust them. You want them to like you. Okay. Job chapter 13, verse 4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are physicians of no value. Can't stop. It's in them. It's in them. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 16. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child. It don't get no plainer than that. Woe to thee, O land. Woe mean destruction. And he gonna make sure it happens. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 7. Go from the presence of a foolish man when thou perceivest not in him the lips of knowledge. Stay away from stupid people. The scriptures are clear. Psalm chapter 52, verse 3, thou lovest evil more than good and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Salah. They love it. But you know the ironic part about them, those who love lying, they hate being called liars. I don't understand. I don't get it. Just like hoes love hoeing around, but they hate being called hoes. I don't understand. Murderers love murder, but they hate being called murderers. Thieves love stealing, but they hate being called thieves. It's not that they hate being called these words, it's because it exposes them for who they really are. And they have a problem with it. Oh, well, stop doing the shit. And we'll stop calling you what we see. Proverbs chapter 26, verse 25. When he speaketh fair, believeth him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. 7 mean completion. This man is completely wicked. Esau. Verse 26. Whose hatred is covered by deceit, his wickedness shall be shown before the whole congregation. And that's happening right now because all of Esau's wickedness is being displayed on the world stage. Bam, exactly. Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 10. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, his neighbor, and he is not. The Lord is putting his man on blast on a global scale. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Ain't nobody rejoicing. Matter of fact, they got a new term out. It's called voter regret, voter remorse, something like that. Esau always pulling words out his ass. And it's describing the feeling that the Trumpolites felt after they found out, after they voted for him, that he ain't shit. All that tells me is that you were not paying attention the first term. I bet he gets your attention this term, though. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 15, the simple believeth every word. You know who's that describing? The simple believeth every word. It describing you MAGA people. All across the board, it don't matter. So-called black, so-called white, all other nations. You voted for this man, you simple as hell. It don't take much to entertain you either. All he got to do is get on stage, do that dumbass dance, and tell y'all a bunch of lies, and y'all all chips in. Despite his history, despite his track record, despite his failures, despite his lies, you still all chips in. Well, guess what? He gonna take you up on that, and he gonna take all your chips. Right now, he trying to get your Social Security, your Medicaid, your Medicare. He trying to do away with all this. So what's so superior about voting for a dumbass man? Isaiah chapter 9, verse 16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. Future prophecy, baby. Yeah, y'all fucked up, especially you MAGAs, you MAGA people. You know how you messed up? Because y'all expecting valedictorian performance from a middle school dropout. A 5-time draft dodger. I don't know if he dropped out of middle school or not, but I do know he dodged the draft. And based on his behavior, yeah, I pretty much say that he is exemplifying middle school dropout behavior. Because he don't know shit, but he think he knows everything, and can't nobody tell him shit. That's pride. How you prideful as hell and don't know shit? That's the Edomite thing. Here's another Edomite trait. Psalm chapter 73, verse 6. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covers them as a garment. Verse 7, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than the heart could wish. Everything ain't enough for Esau. That's why he cannot be satisfied. Like I think that's in the book of Habakkuk. Verse 8, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. Edomite traits. To speak loftily means you speaking to a person like you think you better than them. The base man thinks he's better than everybody. How typical, how simple. If you were so superior, you wouldn't have to say it every 5 minutes. People would know it off the rip. Obviously, you're not. But I'll tell you who are. I'll tell you who the Lord recognizes as being a superior nation. Israelites, not small hats, Israelites. Let's get it. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that upon the face of the earth. And he's not talking about Edomites. Verse 12, behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Elon Musk, 400 billion. Esau not going to let you get that kind of bread unless you are completely wicked. Go smoke Edomite traits. Isaiah chapter 29, verse 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? See, he proceeded with reckless confidence because he didn't think nobody thought, well, he didn't think nobody knew that he was lying. Edomite trait. If they know that they can get away with lies, they're going to lie their ass off. As history shows, it's not just me saying this. Look how they whitewash history books, whitewash movies, TV shows. This is another account of Esau's pride. Psalm chapter 49, verse 11, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Alexandria, St. Petersburg, all these bergs and yeah, they do this. Shit, America, Africa, both of these continents, well, America's not a continent, it's a country, but this country was named after the Edomite. The whole continent of Africa was renamed. The Bible called Africa the land of Canaan. Cush, Ham. Just like Esau decided to paint Europe yellow. No, that's Asia. Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 29, the people of the land have used oppression and exercised robbery and have vexed the poor and needy. Yeah, they have oppressed the stranger wrongfully, and they still doing it. That's why they are not going to escape their judgment, because Esau got to learn the hard way. He hard-headed like that. Because why? Because he has been punished. Imagine letting a spoiled child just get away with murder for thousands of years. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Verse 12, though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know it shall be well favored with them that fear Yahweh, which fear before him. Verse 13, but it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are the shadow, because he feareth not before Yahweh. Yeah, this man got a spoiled child mentality. Never got ass whooping in thousands of years. Well, your ass whooping is here. Because them chariots got y'all spooked. This is something beyond your control, beyond your knowledge. Now you don't know what to do. Yeah, it's human nature to fear what you don't understand. See what else I got. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 7. As for the scoundrel, his devices are evil. Lying is an evil device. He plans wicked schemes, ruin the poor with lying words. Even when the plea of the needy is right, he don't care about righteousness. He wants wickedness in his lies, his version of the story to stand, even though it's a complete lie. That's why Netflix and all these other movie apps are overwhelmed with whitewash movies. He wants his lies to stand. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. You got MAGA people jumping ship now, and this man ain't even in office yet. Wait till they officially give him the keys to the White House, or you can say the big house, because ain't them criminals up enough. Now he getting the rich more tax breaks. Yeah, y'all getting exactly what y'all voted for, if voting was even real. Isaiah 10 and 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, unrighteous laws. Trump finna put a foot in y'all asses. Why? Because it's the Lord's will to destroy, that this country be destroyed. And Trump is the man for the job. If it's one thing that he can do right, it's fuck up everything he touched. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yet 7 are an abomination. Verse 17, a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. Trump is guilty of all 3. Remember, either Iran, Iran, they still got a murder warrant out for Trump. Him, Mike Pence, his vice president at the time, and 30 of his cabinet members, they all have murder warrants. And he bombed Syria 3 times his first term. So yeah, all of them got blood on their hands. But then you want to turn around and try to sell some Bibles. Are you serious? Psalm chapter 31, verse 18, let the lying lips be put to silence, which speak grievous things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. And another thing just came out about Trump. I'm gonna do a video on it. He talk about mass deportation when all his properties employ Northern Kingdom. How hypocritical is that? Y'all getting what y'all voted for. Luke chapter 8, verse 17, read, let the Lord Yahushua speaking, for nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 7, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? The answer is yes. They never had wisdom. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 19, the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh. Let me get it. First Corinthians chapter 3, verse 19, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. See, the left and where the right hook that's coming for Esau, he don't see it coming. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. They ain't gonna see this right hook coming from the Lord. Because let Esau tell it, he done already paid off all his fights for him to win. No, the Lord ain't taking no bribe like Tyson. He gonna knock your ass out. And you gonna stay down. And you will never rise again. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 17, he that is soon angry dealeth foolishly, and the man of wicked devices is hated. And all your politicians for real. James chapter 1, verse 8, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. That's why it says in Sirach chapter 12, verse 10, never trust thine enemy. This man has been on an emotional roller coaster for the past 2,000 years. And that's dangerous. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and understanding out of the mount of Esau? These people stupid as fuck. Ain't nothing you can do to undumb them down. The government has done a wonderful job of dumbing y'all down. Dumbing y'all down to the point of Y'all passed the point of no return. The only nation that has a chance to survive what's coming are Israelites. Let's see what else. So it don't matter what they do. It don't matter what they say. Their punishment stands. So let's get into some things. Bring out a few more scriptures and close. Let's see what the Lord gonna have happen to Esau before he is exterminated after 1,000 years of slavery. That's right. You Edomites are about to go into captivity for 1,000 years. Not just you. The other 16 nations that help you destroy us, they going to. The only difference is at the end of 1,000 years in captivity, the other 16 nations get to go back to their homelands. Esau, the nation of Edom, is going to be rounded up and exterminated. You have brought nothing positive, nothing useful to the families of earth. So you ain't going to contribute nothing to the kingdom. So you gone. You got to go. Book of Ezekiel, chapter 25, verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will stretch out mine hand upon Edom and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the dun shall fall by the sword. Verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to mine fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord. So y'all got ass whoopings coming too. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 18. Well, we'll go to 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Y'all got ass whoopings coming. Verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau a stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. That's all we needed for the Lord to co-sign that. They out of here, okay? It's on. Let's get it. We'll get one more. And then we can close. That's all we need to hear. The Lord spoken. They out of here. That's something to be excited about. No more crooked ass cops pulling you over, doing dumb shit. No Edomites lying on you. No Edomites working you to death and underpaying you. Kicking you out your house because you didn't pay property tax. Repossessing your shit like it's theirs. No more of that. No more paying taxes forever. They finna get it now. And there's nothing they can do to change it because it has already been established. This has already been decreed by the Lord that this is going to happen to them. Just like he decreed that we was going into captivity. Did that not happen to us? And we still in captivity. Psalm chapter 73, verse 17. Until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh, then understood I therein. Meaning, until you understand this book for what it's truly saying, not those Christian fairy tales, you know what's about to happen. Regardless of how much Esau lies. And there's nothing they can do to change it. They will be rounded up and exterminated at the end of their captivity of 1,000 years. If it's written, it's going to happen. Let me get one more, then we can close. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 4. Where the word of a king is, there is power. Ooh. And who may say unto them, what doest thou? Who's gonna tell a king what to do? Nobody. So if our king spoke it, the Lord gonna co-sign. The Lord gonna make it happen. So you're done. You're not gonna recover. Trump has all the qualifications needed to destroy this kingdom. And like I said, there's nothing supreme about letting one man's ego and pride destroy a kingdom that you stole. That's the dumbest thing any nation could do. But you have a base-ass nation, the nation of Edomites. But they'll be out there in captivity. They tough. They dished it out. They'll be able to take it. Call Allah Imla Lahai now Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah Hamashiach Wa Malaki by Hashem Hara Wa Kakwadash Barakathum the water Baba Bawa Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.